Welcome to our petite chateau, located in Brittany, France, about 25 minutes from the coast. Today we'll show you around. While the chateau is quite a comfortable size for our family, we also have 2 cottages and several outbuildings on the property. A project we're hoping to get to before we're dead. The chateau has 2 front doors, 2 back doors, and a side door which leads to this. This awkward hallway is tight with plenty of wasted space. The old pink bathroom has been demolished and the walls will soon come down. Lincoln's not happy. He's got to take down a ceiling. So he's currently in a bad mood because we have rotten beams up in the bathroom, which is directly above. And
welcome.
Is it befuddled, or what's the proper word?
I'm not. It's something I haven't done before, so I'm not certain how to do it. And how not to break things that I don't want to break. So I need to think about it a little before I actually do it.
Okay, so the process in this area, this is our future mudroom / part of the kitchen.
I just don't want to do the wrong thing.
Well, I know, but how can you be wrong in taking down a ceiling?
Well, I could take it down and break the window or something.
Well, don't break the window. That's my advice. But the first thing you have to do is take off this horrible
textured
stuff on
paper.
The ceiling. Yeah, it's textured paper, and it's like made out of some weird synthetic material, and I guess they would use it to cover cracks and basically not have to plaster a ceiling. It's sort of the lazy man's way of...
They used it all over the house, on walls and ceiling.
So it's walls and ceiling, and it doesn't breathe.
It sort of covers up if they're not completely straight.
Right. But what we've discovered is that once you remove it, you see a lot of mildew beneath it. So it's just...
It's not good.
It's not great. So Lincoln's going to do this, take down the papery stuff, and then you're going to go upstairs and break through the ceiling. Is that the plan?
Generally, yes. There's a few more steps.
To the left from the hallway is the kitchen, and the only redeeming quality is the view. The kitchen will be a huge project. And no, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is the Mona Lisa. I cannot wait to take a sledgehammer to this kitchen because it's not my favorite place in the world. So this is not the original kitchen.
It's where they got all the food ready to bring into the dining room, because we were told that the fireplace downstairs, which is a large fireplace, was the one that was actually used for cooking originally.
Yeah.
So they would bring the cooked food up the stairs and get it all prepared in here.
Yeah.
Then serve it in the dining room.
So what we did discover with the drone is that there's an extra flue in
the chimney.
This particular chimney. And we sort of did some digging, so the fireplace would be in this area.
Well, you can see that they built this out.
Yeah.
because, I mean, I peeked behind it from above long ago, and you can see that the wall is rough and it was filled in. I'm not sure why that would have been done. Maybe there just wasn't enough wall space to do the kitchen they wanted to do.
Yeah, when we get in here and demolish, we'll put in a fireplace.
Well, yeah, we'll try to get it open back up and do something that looks like it belongs.
Yeah, I've always wanted a fireplace in a kitchen. So the kitchen isn't huge, so what we're planning on doing, to the left of the door, we're going to open that space up.
This side.
Yeah.
We're going to open it up so the hallway outside of here becomes sort of an extension of the kitchen. And we're also going to fix the basement stairs. We're going to change it to a trap door so we can get rid of the railing out there. But it'll be very open.
So we still have a lot to do in this room, and it doesn't look too horrible. This will go, this cupboard doesn't go here. That's going to move up into one of the bedrooms. Right now, the whole chateau is in complete disarray and chaos. So
this room has 4 sets of double doors. It's interesting. I think it's just for symmetry because this set doesn't open.
Right.
The other side of that is the closet under the stairs that we're planning to turn into a powder room. And this set over here, I think it may have gone through to the kitchen originally, but it
yeah, we're not
now.
Sure about that.
We'll figure it out.
We need to figure it out. And this ceiling is quite beautiful as well. And the china cabinet is my favorite part. It's got the family crest, not our family crest, but the La Musset family, who built the chateau and owned the property for, I think it was about 500 years. And the cabinet has beautiful details. I get a kick out of these gargoyle drawer pulls. So you have to stick your finger in the gargoyle's mouth to open the drawer, which is a little creepy, but they're quite beautiful. You have carved some kind of bird. So the pheasants have been hunted and they're dead. That looks like a duck. Look at the detail on the duck. And then these details continue on the inside of the cabinet as well. So, quite pretty. Good thing they're not trick candles. Thank you. The next project in this area will be under the staircase, so why don't we take a look at that?
Well, it's a closet now, but we're going to turn it into a half bath powder room.
So we'll add a toilet and a little sink, and then there's extra storage behind this little creepy door.
Yeah.
So this is underneath the staircase. And we do have the original tiles.
The floor in the center hallway here was replaced. We thought it was sort of recent, but apparently it was at least earlier than the 70s.
Yeah.
But we found all the old tiles out near the barn, so we're going to use some of those tiles here in this bathroom.
In the half bathroom, yeah.
And we're also going to use them in the mudroom area.
The new mudroom.
Right.
We actually took a piece of the original tile and we just put it on top of the radiator for now.
I think it's limestone. I don't know.
Limestone, and then there's a darker stone as well.
Right, it's a dark gray. I'm not sure what.
I think it's marble. We'll be repurposing those old tiles, so it'll be a nice addition. So this area is done, aside from we're missing a chandelier. So from the central hallway, we enter the petite salon. And this room hasn't been touched in, I don't know, how long would you say? Like 40 years, 50 years, 60 years?
I think this is very old wallpaper.
Yeah. So you can see, I don't know how old these are, but we have some curtains here, heavy duty curtains, which I think we'll get cleaned and we'll keep. And this room we'll start working on in December, January, because we have a fun collaboration coming up. So you'll have to wait and see. In December or January, we'll begin work on this room. So this room we use as our family room. None of this furniture will be staying aside from probably the table and chairs. This green armoire is going into our new bathroom. And it's got beautiful ceiling with the plaster. There's not a ton of work to do in this room. There's paint peeling, but nothing is cracked.
Well, other than the wallpaper.
Yeah, so...
This room has 4 sets of doors at each corner. The ones on this side lead through to the grand salon. That one is currently being used as a closet. We're going to open it back up so you can
So we have a flow through. It's right. Just some shelves. It's not, nothing was done to the closet. So these sets of doors we'll be able to access. That'll be nice. And the floors are my favorite. The herringbone floors are beautiful. They need to be sanded and stained. So this is the grand salon, and it's really just a dumping ground right now. We have bathroom fittings stored in here. But this is the room that kind of sold me on the Chateau. With the wood paneling.
It's got a really nice ceiling too.
The ceiling in here is beautiful. Again, we need a chandelier. On this floor, every ceiling has a different pattern. So this one is a kind of like a rope ribbon flower situation, which is quite beautiful. And all of the paneling, it's in pretty good shape. It just needs a few repairs, and it needs to be oiled. And it's interesting, we had the previous owner's daughter and her husband and their family here. And apparently when she lived here in the summers back in the 70s, they didn't even have heat. So they were quite surprised to see the radiators.
Yeah, I thought they were far older than that.
I thought so too. Yeah. So these radiators must have been installed in the early 80s. That's my guess. So this chateau had no heat until that time. So this is an interesting area. The panel opens. What do we have?
Well, this is where the spiral staircase would have been if it came down here. The one on this end of the house only goes from the second floor to the third floor.
Yeah.
It doesn't come down to here. But that's
so
the
I
way
wonder
the house was built.
Were they going to add? A spiral staircase, or do you think it was
know.
just built like that?
Maybe they weren't sure.
Yeah.
So that's just what they did.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I could store my valuables in here. But that's an interesting little... It's a little dusty in here. The piano came with the Chateau when we bought it, I think because it was too difficult to move. So it needs to be tuned. It's an old Gaveau, which is a French maker. And don't we have the original receipt?
We have the receipt. We also, if under here, it has serial numbers. So I looked it up and it said it was built in 1946.
1946. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. It's not in tune, but so we need to get this tuned. So you can play for us at Christmas. So this is all our bathroom sinks and taps and all that stuff. So we just have it sitting here because this is the biggest room. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. And if you have something to say, leave us a comment.